Yo, what's poppin', people? Your boy Snacks is back in the building. And y'all know how we do before we even get started. Y'all know how we get down. We want to appreciate y'all for watching, taking the time to sit down and enjoy. While you're here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and do not forget to turn that post notification bell on so you'll know when your boy is going live or dropping this heat. Now, I want to tell y'all why Deion said. Let me tell y'all why Coach Prime, will really never be into coaching NFL players. Cause this right here. Now we gonna interact with JB and Lonnie Johnson Jr., who is a professional player, went to college, went the JUCO route. I think he went to two different JUCOs, played a couple years at Kentucky, been on 3 or 4 different NFL teams right now. I think he is currently with the Raiders. But this discussion, everything in it tells you why Prime will probably never really coach an NFL team. And Prime has told you why, because these guys are true divas and they're not going to listen to the way he wants to do things. And this is the prime example. I mean, grade A out the box. And of course, you know, he had to be on Coach JB's show. And I just ran across this, you know, because I wanted to hear what the young man had to say. But now y'all get to hear what he got to say. Let's go.
I'll say about the T-step, right? As a point, obviously, you know well what it is. I don't know. I'm sure it's something that you utilize as well. Deion he's a super against it. He didn't use it in his career, and Asante and amongst some others kind of went at him like, "You tripping? Like T-step is very beneficial. I made a lot of plays off that, and now I see Asante out here defending himself, showing out his stats, kind of trying to show, hey, my career is comparable to Deion." So that's a whole other conversation. But folks on the T-step, do you agree with like Asante Samuel that the T-step is a great tool to use, or you more so with Deion?
Now, before we get into this, we all know Asante Samuel, who played for the New England Patriots, got 2 Super Bowls, a couple Pro Bowls, and things of that nature. But as we know, Prime doesn't like the T-step. He's never liked the T-step, never used the T-step. He said as much on the pro day for the Big 12 in Dallas last week. And that started a whole riff with Asante Samuel, and they went back and forth. And Asante Samuel still ain't shut up about it. Even went as far as comparing his career to Coach Prime, talking about 5 years of his career was better than Coach Prime's entire career. And, you know, we just not going to go there because everybody that stupid got an opinion. But this is why Coach Prime said he will never, more than likely never coach in the NFL unless he's coaching both of his sons. Just listen to this kid talk.
I'm 100% with Asante Samuel.
Okay. He probably got a call.
He 100% with Asante.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
My bad.
How you good?
Hey, what? You in the old school? You in the old school right now? What whip you in?
I'm in the 87 Monte Carlo right now. But I'm definitely with Asante Samuel on that one. I can't even lie. The T-step has been good for me. I know a lot of guys that's out here training right now, like we all T-step. I am familiar with what Deion has said. You know what I'm saying? He even said it at our combine, like that the T-step, when he seen us out there T-step, and he was saying he hated, which, I mean, everything don't work for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, Deion had a hell of a career. Like, he's obviously a GOAT in this game. Asante had a hell of a career. So it's like, what works for you works for you. So I can care less what worked for Deion. Like, it might not work for me. So, like,
now, that fact is true. What works for him might not work for him. What Deion does might not work for everybody else. But Deion is a freak athlete. let's keep it a buck. Coach Prime was a freak athlete who could do more than the average Joe. Let's just keep it 100. But technique is technique. Technique can be taught. Things can be learned, and your body can be trained to move and operate in a certain manner. It's not that the T-step is bad. The T-step is good in some instances, but once they put that double move on you and you're using the T-step, you are beat every time without a doubt, because there's nothing you can do once you open your body up to one side and he sticks and goes to the other way. You're lost and you're beat. And double moves are great for on DBs that use that technique. And it's a wasted motion, and Prime never used it. But let's get back into this, because I want y'all to hear why Prime don't.
If I was to go to Colorado back in the day and he would have tried to coach that and force that on me, I don't think it would have worked. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it works with every young man, and that's probably why a lot of people transfer, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, because
there is not a DB that is transferred from Colorado because Prime doesn't teach the T-step. There are a lot of DBs that got better because Prime doesn't teach the T-step because of that wasted motion. But no DB is transferred. And as you know, JB gonna pull up Commodity McLean. T-step is not why he didn't transfer. Laziness is why he had to jump in the portal.
At the end of the day, you cannot force something on a young man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta adjust to what works for him if you want him to make plays. So that's just a little bit of my coaching bag. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're doing.
So wait. What you saying, dog? You think the McLean kid bounced because of the T-step?
I mean, I wouldn't say he bounced because of the T-step, but if you look at a lot of stuff that Deion has enforced, which is some of the stuff you would look at it, you would be like, man, come on, like what they got to do with football? Like kids wearing flip-flops to class, or you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You want a kid to present himself as a man, you know what I'm saying? But like me personally, like that's just my personal opinion. I just look at it as like, man, look, I'm going to class.
And that right there is reason A that Coach Prime will not coach in the NFL. Because you think you can do what you want to do, and you're not running them. You're not the boss. It's not your job. Your job is to follow instructions. And kids like people like that. And that's why he had to go the JUCO route, because he wasn't disciplined. Them grades wasn't in order. And he's a good player. Originally, that man was committed to Ohio State. But you know what got him sent to JUCO? Grades, discipline, doing your job, doing what's necessary in order for you to continue your career. For those of you that want to go to college, don't think just because you're good at football, basketball, baseball, they're just going to take you. If your grades are not up to par, you can't go here, because that is part of the requirement. We don't care because we want to offer you $5 million. When you get your grades up, we can get you some money, because then you are allowed to be here. But this is why, Deion, just listen.
Like, why does it matter what I have on in this classroom? If I go to class, I do the work, I bring back the grades. The flip-flop shouldn't matter. Like, I'm here, though. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I was missing, then you can direct that attention towards me. But that kind of like put me off about it. But
and you brought that up because that's something we did obviously in JUCO. JUCO, I think, is one thing. I don't know if I could do that. I would never try to implement that at a 4-year level. There's just no way. The flip flop thing, the 4-year level to me is it's way beyond JUCO. JUCO is something you got to teach. Like, it's like jail. You know how it is.
Especially now, the kids are making more than NFL players and the coaches. Like, how you gonna tell this man to wear flip-flops? I mean, he can't wear flip-flops to class when he making more than majority of the staff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's different. It's different eras nowadays. So I don't know. Like, you just gotta like I said, Deion's a GOAT, bro. Like that would be the only reason you probably would listen to him. But far as the T-step and the way he backpedal and step, like I don't know, you can't enforce that on everybody. So
What?
Right there. Right there. How are you gonna tell me what to do when I make more money than you? What the hell you mean? It's my job. And that's why Deion won't coach the pros. That reason alone is why Coach Prime won't coach the pros. Because you think because you make more money than I do, I can't tell you what to do. That is so wrong. When I'm the head coach, my way goes, not yours. Yeah, I can get fired and you can get traded. So you take your pick. And that's why Deion won't go coaching the pros. Because kids like that don't want to listen because they think they the man because they make a little bit more money than everybody else. And it's crazy that way. Money breeds power, but power also breeds ignorance. And people with too much money get too much power. And that's why they lose their fucking mind. That's what's wrong with our country right now. Too many people with money in office. But let me get out of here on that note. This is why Prime won't coach in the NFL. And I can't blame him. Because it's 900 of them, that dude right there walking around in the locker room don't want to listen. And you telling college students what they can't do. That's why he'd have been kicked off campus day one. Because he didn't want to listen. Because he wore his doggone flip-flops to school. He wore his slides to class when coach firmly told you, don't wear no slides to class. Don't sit in the back of the class. You sit up front. You don't wear white socks in practice. You wear black socks in practice. But every time, you have to be the defier of the rules. And that's why you are always there, but you're always in that last group. But anyway, man, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all have a good day. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We're going to get out of here, man. We're going to holler. Peace.
Thank you. God bless you all, man. Be safe.